I don't know how. Like now, I was discussing with like one of my friend has come to meet me in this after these things, my school friend, and I was telling him that what incidents happened when I knew that I have to face this situation now. So I don't know. While talking to him now, I realized you always have some good willpowers inside you, which make you stand still in some situations where you have no other option but to bravely face those incidents. My father and my uncle was shot 3 to 4 bullets in front of me. I in first shot only I knew my father is no more. But when we escaped from that place and when we were in safe hands of army, and when the local police was telling us that your father and everyone those who were injured are not died, they have not died, they all are alive, and they will be saved, they are under doctors treatment, and most of them are like seriously injured but they'll get okay. So that one word of that one statement of those people made me think, like for a fraction of second I thought, no, that there might be a chance that I am wrong, that he's not dead, he's still alive. Both of them might be seriously injured, might be they would be injured for lifetime, but at least they'll be front of like they'll be in front of our eyes and we can see them for a lifetime. But at 11:30 in the night, when we went back to the hospital, Pelgam hospital, local hospital again, after 6 to 7 hours of that, uh, you know, horrifying wait, I can say. Each second, like 1 second, 2 seconds, were like 5 to 10 hours for me. Like I was feeling that this time is not passing because we are not able to get any updates from the, not even from the local people, not even from the ministers, or no one was, you know. I just got support from a lot of army officers whom I got connected by some social connects, my some family members, some politicians like Murli Anna helped me a lot in this. Chandrakant Patil sir and Eknath Shinde sir, and this local lot of political people were trying to reach me. They were helping me by giving some local contacts. They were sending people to talk to me. See, that was all for support. Basic line is I knew that this is not going to change the situation. I have lost my father, I have lost my uncle, I knew it. But that is the moment where you need someone that they would help you out to get out of that situation. See, each and every moment was like you don't know from where a bullet would come and that would shot you out and you would die. So each moment for me was like it was not safe to be there, and I honestly didn't feel safe for a minute also. Like we were shifted to the army quarters for a night when our fathers and like my father's and uncle's body was in a medical college for a post-mortem that was going to happen yesterday. But that night also, the local like the police havaldar and the shipai of that army, he came to the room and he said that I'll bring some coffee to you. He went, I locked the door, and after 10 minutes when he came, I was not able to stand up and open the door because I was getting afraid that might be some bad news would come, or some person with a rifle would come and shoot all three of us. So each and every moment was very it was very heavy for me to face. When I got to like when in the morning the body was handed over to us, from that moment, like you can say around 8:30 a.m. or 9 a.m., from that to 10:40 p.m. in the evening when our flight took off, I had no idea that how all things are going to get managed. Like I was still afraid that might be this curfew and all would be disturbed because of some terrorist attack again. But there were some good people in this, like the driver. I said, you might have heard in the other news channels also. Our driver was like a god standing besides me. The person who brought us from that hill station, that Ghudsavari wala, he was also like a god. Like वो हमारे लिए रुका. He didn't leave us behind and said कि नहीं तुम अपना अपना देखो. He was there. He brought all three of us, my uncle, my auntie, my mother, and me, down, and he rescued us from that place. And the driver, which I said, he was there since day one with us. Like from the moment when he got to know that his the savari which is taking from last 2 days, 24-48 hours, two people who were there with us, male, have been shot down, and we have nothing left. We were all devastated, and he was the one who said that, no, don't worry, sister, I am there. May like when the time I left Srinagar at 10:40, I got a call from him at 10:30 in the night, and he said that whatever you need, maybe in Pune also, if you need some cash also, you need some money. He's a driver, right? What we can expect from him? But he was standing there. He said that if you need anything, sister, just let me know. He cried. He was crying he was crying on call with my uncle when he was telling him that my sister and my nephew is there, you please take care of them. He said, no, don't worry, brother, I'm there, I'm here, I'll take care of them. He was crying when I was leaving the place, when I said thank you, आपकी वजह से बहुत हेल्प हुआ, आपकी वजह से मुझे लगा नहीं कि मैं अकेली हुई यहाँ पे. ही वॉज क्राइंग कि आपका बहुत बड़ा लॉस है, मुझे बहुत बुरा लग रहा है. सो देर वर फ्यू पीपल, यू नो, दे वर लाइक sent by God's angel बोलते हैं. So it was like they supported us, due to which that hard time was a little bit supportive for me. Like a simple moral support is also very important in such situations. See, this is a unbearable loss. I won't be able to get out of it for many years, you can say. And for my mother, I have no words. Like, I can be her son and her daughter, but I cannot be her husband. That is a loss which I cannot, fulfill. But I'll try my best to give whatever I can do for her. As a daughter, I'll try to be her son. Like, I was trying to be her son since last 24 hours. Just a request that we have lost our dear ones, who was the only one earning in the family, and we are left for nothing. I would request the government to please help us and be with us in this time, and let's not make any type of other issues out of this, and just be with us in this emotional phase of our life. That's it.
Any appeal about perpetrators should be brought to their justice? They killed 28 people.
So see, I have no comments on this, because they are not humans. Okay, they are hooligans. We can say nothing else. I have no comments on that.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update.